Okay, so interesting case here. I want to take you guys through some of the surgical planning that goes into cases like this one. So this is a 22-year-old patient, Division I basketball player who comes to see us from out of state. She has a surgical history significant for 4 prior arthroscopic procedures on her right knee. So when she comes in to see us, these are her initial radiographs of her knees. So this is the problematic knee here. And as you can see, this is not an x-ray that you want to see in a 22-year-old. She's got advanced arthrosis, predominantly affecting the lateral compartment of her knee, with valgus alignment across the right knee joint. The medial compartment doesn't look too diseased, but bone on bone or near bone on bone articulation of the lateral side of her right knee. So in cases like this, it's easy to sort of resort back and just say, yep, this patient needs a knee replacement. But in a 22-year-old, that's just not an ideal outcome. So what do we do? And this is a tough case. So I always, when I see a problem like this, will get alignment radiographs of the lower extremity. This is done for a couple of reasons. So first of all, what is an alignment radiograph? This is a full-length radiograph of the entire lower extremity. We want to see 2 things here. Number 1, it needs to be a perfect AP radiograph, and we want to see the center of the femoral head all the way down to the center of the ankle. And what that enables us to do here is draw a line from the center of the femoral head all the way down to the center of the ankle. And as you can see, when we do that, the mechanical axis passes through this diseased compartment, the lateral compartment of her knee. So in other words, all of the weight is being transmitted through this arthritic lateral side of her knee. So here, my idea is to correct the mechanical axis with an osteotomy. And what that allows us to do is shift this mechanical axis to pass through more of the medial side of her knee to offload or unload the diseased lateral compartment. And we're just going to show you some of the planning that goes into this. So here what we've done is we created 3D models of the patient's knee to help us plan the exact osteotomy that we need to do to correct the mechanical axis. And I'll just show you this patient's plan here. So first of all, you can see here the initial situation where the mechanical axis is passing through the lateral compartment of her knee. Our final situation here is moving this mechanical axis over to the medial compartment, which helps take pressure off the diseased arthritic lateral side of her knee. This shows an opening angle of 8.6 degrees and an opening gap of 8.9 millimeters. These are all of the measurements that we've taken to help define our osteotomy. There again, you can see a reconstruction of her entire lower extremity with moving the mechanical axis from the lateral side to the medial side of her knee. This looks at the anteversion or femoral anteversion across the osteotomy as well as the patella height. Again, some axial views showing different measurements across the knee. And here we get into the case review. So in this case, we're doing a distal femoral osteotomy. So as part of the planning, what we've done is create a 3D model of the patient's right knee. So this is the lateral side of her right knee. So if we just go back to the x-rays for a second, this is an exact replica that's been 3D printed to match up with the patient's lateral femoral condyle and the distal femur of where we're going to do this osteotomy. So this shows our osteotomy cut there with a gap of 8.9 millimeters. So additionally, what we've done is created the cutting jig for this patient's osteotomy. So this is the cutting jig, and that's also been 3D printed to fit exactly onto the patient's distal femur and then be pinned in position. There you can see the little slot for our saw, and that's going to help create the osteotomy, which you can see right there. Those are some pins used to hold it in position while we create our cut. After the cut is created, the patient's distal femur will look like this with an osteotomy that's been opened up, and we have instruments to create the wedge here to open it up. After that's done, the patient's implant, which is a lateral femoral plate, has been created with the exact measurements to suit the osteotomy, and that's also placed into position. This has been 3D printed to suit her anatomy exactly. After that's placed in position, we also have a cutting jig that goes over the implant and that allows us to ream or drill our sites here for our screws. This is a look at our screw sizes, which are all listed out here. As you can see, I'm using locking screws for holes A, B, C, and D, which is just a little bit of a lower profile so that there's no irritation along our lateral femur. And then for the more proximal screws, I'm using bicortical screws here. All of the measurements for the osteotomy and the screws are listed here. And these are the exact screws listed A through H. So this is the H screw here, which is going into the proximal hole. I'll just take off the drilling guide there. So that screw is going to go into this hole here to hold the plate in position. So when this is all said and done, this is what her new femur will look like from the lateral side. We've done this distal femoral osteotomy. This is an opening wedge osteotomy, which is going to function to shift the mechanical axis of her lower extremity from the lateral side of her knee over to the medial side to help offload this diseased lateral compartment of her knee. So with this all said and done, she's going to have a more neutral alignment across the knee with the mechanical axis falling into this healthy medial compartment of her knee to help take pressure off this lateral arthritic compartment that you can see here. So this is a distal femoral osteotomy, an opening wedge osteotomy, which is accomplished by these patient-specific cutting blocks, as well as this customized planning that we do to help template exactly our osteotomy. The plate is also custom created, as well as all of the screws to fit her anatomy absolutely perfectly. And this is what we do. We help restore normal neutral alignment and even shifting the axis to the medial side of our knee with this custom surgical planning tools and these custom plates and instrumentation. That's a distal femoral osteotomy done to help change the mechanical axis of the knee, help provide symptomatic relief to avoid her needing a knee replacement for the foreseeable future.